There's something that maybe you never fully got over that you're like aggressively blocking out. So the Seven of Wands in this context could be that you have someone literally blocked. But there's like a loose end there. There's something that has not like fully been transitioned away from, or like this hasn't been tied up. And for some reason, like it's coming off like the energy that's exerted into keeping this out, forcing this away, is there's something for you to look at in that. Like there's something about what's coming up, and it's maybe that there's so much like fierce energy in this because it's kind of showing you that it shouldn't be handled this way, or it's showing you that this is not the best way for your own sense of like inner tranquility or getting to a peaceful state, that it's like handling it this way is not the best way to go about it. And it's also like, I was just gonna say, you're gonna have to kind of repeat a cycle with this if you go about it this way. So it's like when we have turmoil happening, or we can't handle a situation because it's stressing us out, and then we just force it away. We block it out. We block a person because we just don't want to deal with them. But we have a lot of big feelings. There's a reason why we feel so compelled, because like love and hate are two sides of the same coin. The amount of passion that's exerted in forcing this away or blocking this person is like kind of an effect of the amount of passion that there is in the connection. So it's like easy to be blind to that though, when all of that passion is being funneled into the anger or the whatever emotion is coming up. And so this is a specific reading for someone that this has happened before with, and this is someone that it's happening again with potentially. But you may feel like heartbroken that there's no opportunity. This is also something where this person really triggers like a lot within you. This is reminding me of like the beginning of like, if you think you're in a twin flame journey, like this is how it starts out a lot of times for some people. We feel really intense feelings. We don't know what to do with all that passion. Then it gets ignited, and then we go at each other and we both fire each other up, and then we like deal with it incorrectly because all we know is like our trauma and our mechanisms here of how we act when we're just trying to, you know, take care of ourselves or do the thing we feel is right. But it turns out we're supposed to be learning something about ourselves from that. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is like rework something, but you're gonna have some fear, and if something is gonna work out. It may also be that you have fear that this is something that's going to happen again with a specific person here if you put this type of energy into the connection. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like if the situation's not being handled like it used to be handled, if it used to be handled with like being blocked, being forced out, and like still having to sit with all this inner turmoil, there's something that one, you're supposed to, I guess, be learning through sitting with this turmoil about yourself, and two, it's saying that if this hasn't been handled this way, this is a cycle that maybe has been completed. So being able to show that work or put that work in, it's like there's no opportunity for this hurt. This could just be highlighting what the beginning or the past looked like in a connection with you, with someone. It doesn't seem like this is how it's handled these days, because the way I'm preaching it, it's like I want to tell someone how a twin flame journey works and how the beginning of it works. But I don't have collectives that are like new to this. Like this would be weird for me to do that. So because, yeah, this is past the Six of Cups. This is something where there's been a lot of teamwork. There's been something built up to this point. And the Hermit. Somebody's reflecting intensely about the beginning of this situation, the beginning of this bond, the defensiveness that you guys both presented in this situation, and the like lack of opportunity, plus the hurt and the heartbreak and the triggers. Somebody's really fully looking at every angle here and all of the seasons of this situation. Why? Because this person, they love you. Also, this person has endured some intense karma in this situation. You probably have as well. This person wants to, I want to say, they want to show you the reality of their depth of their feeling here. So the King of Cups, I used to see him a lot, like when I first started on TikTok, as like the divine masculine, like the archetype here. Like I used to call this one daddy, right? Now that's the emperor. But it's coming back around. It's making its way back to my readings these days. And it looks like there's kind of like a full circle understanding of something that somebody is coming into. And I want to say, because they're in an emotional place about this, because they're feeling into this, they're seeing it more balanced. They're seeing it with a less of a perspective of like the intensity. I want to say they also probably tried to block out the feeling and the passion, because this was something that ignited. Like this was something that went wild. And it was not healthy a lot of times. And it's also something where with the Tower in reverse, I'm seeing this as you guys can't get back to that place if you wanted to. Like you guys couldn't get back to those beginning stages if you wanted to, because you've already progressed this far into this, which means those wounds have been worked on. You guys are not the idiots that you used to be. You're not idiots, but they're concerned potentially though about the reactions, how things used to go. And it may be because they know how they acted in this. They also may be feeling like they have to put some work into this because they went so long without doing that, and because you did. So waiting and then expectations. But this is my card of expectations, but this is in reverse. So I'm seeing it as there's no expectations here. This energy of somebody deciding whether they're ready to pick the crops or to tend to the situation in the way that they're wanting to, but they do have fear. Yeah, this person they don't want to avoid this, and I'm just the seven and seven here. I'm saying it's like they don't want to gaslight you, they don't want to confuse you. This person wants to be clear with you. It could be that they want to be straight up. They want to show you that they see both sides. So yeah, how they see both sides of this.